feel sorry for my partner.
I think we all do.
Shut up! What's my name?
Well, what episode is this?
Fuck, 10.
10?
10.
Woo! Woo! Welcome back to the podcast, episode 10. We never thought we'd make it this far.
We probably shouldn't have.
They grow up so fast. No, they don't. I'm Pete Green. Duncan.
I like to party.
Phil.
Good.
And Camp.
You bloody junga.
You've got to stop going back to the good well.
It's easy because I don't have to think about it every week. I can just make a guttural noise.
You didn't think about it the first time.
No, I know, and I should have started earlier. Just not thinking about things.
Great to be here, Pete.
We're actually standing up this week.
Well, you are.
Yeah.
That's
because there hasn't been a chair provided to me.
Except for this stool that you're
bloody
sitting under.
drongo.
I am.
We're coming straight
Drongo.
from you from Pete Green's grandparents' house.
In sunny,
Cloudy.
undisclosed location.
Also known as Fraternity Alpha Beta Kappa.
Oh, I saw Monsters University. Did anyone else see it?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
Is it fantastic?
Is it good?
Has anyone seen Despicable Me 2 yet?
No, I haven't seen Despicable Me 1.
Oh, it's quite good. You should see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I'd say
Apparently
it.
number 2 is amazing.
Number 2, yeah.
Oh, and I finally saw Great Gatsby.
What'd
Oh,
you
I
think?
haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like I would recommend people go and see it, but I wouldn't be like, yep, that's one of the movies of the year.
I heard there was a like comedy debate on Triple J the other night, and the topic was like, oh, like Melbourne's better than Sydney. Or, yeah, comedy debate, whatever.
Righto.
And this guy was saying that in Sydney, if you have a show on in Sydney, none of your friends will go, but all of them will tell you were amazing. And if you put on a show in Melbourne, all your friends will go, and all of them will tell you it was shit.
Right.
And he says that means Melbourne is better than Sydney, because if everyone in your life keeps on telling you all your stuff is amazing without ever actually watching it, you go up to be Baz Luhrmann. I thought that was...
Or the editor of an online student-run.
What? No one tells that shit about anything.
So we're in
shit, Pete.
we're in the other category where nobody comes and nobody comments.
Well, no, like some people come, and people who come generally leave feedback.
Speaking
I
of
think we have
people who
we have
don't
a good
come,
relationship with that.
Camp. How's your romantic situation?
That was my what?
Your
Cut that, Phil. Because it just makes me sound like I have some like disorder at the moment. Like, I can tell all the ladies out there in Bucketland that I am okay. I'm not shooting bikes.
I just say
I'm like Peter.
before we
told me
move on.
secretly.
The more subtly you try and grab chips, the louder it actually is.
yeah, I'm trying to like.
I wasn't
into
make
chips,
sure
I'm
at
just
all.
like,
Kind of
Have you seen that Mr. Bean episode when he's in church unraveling the lolly? Classic.
It's a bit of a classic.
Is
Okay.
it as classic as the one where he needs some money, so he starts dancing next to the busker?
Yeah. Classic.
All the episodes good.
Yeah. So I thought Gatsby would have been good if it was half an hour shorter, and what do you know? There was half an hour of unnecessary party scenes. So add the two together, it's a good movie.
And what's with Baz Luhrmann's thing where he has to like re-record old songs with like new artists just to avoid paying royalties?
No, I think you're being a bit too rough there. Like, I like the party scenes and I think it like really adds to the vibe of the movie. And the
I think it.
You'll know when I'm being too rough.
And I tell you what's good about it, and I think what made people enjoy it more is that it actually didn't seriously suck and it didn't destroy the book. And
Sure,
what people
that's
were
fine.
judging.
I just thought it dragged like.
Oh, it did drag.
Yeah, it was so badly paced. Like, there was
Someone made a good point the other day. Because everyone, like, I don't think anyone's saying, oh, it was like a fantastic interpretation of the novel. Right? And people are like, oh, well, it doesn't have to be. Yeah? Which is kind of a different thing. But, like, the only reason anyone is going, the only reason a lot of people are going to see it is because of the novel.
Yeah.
So it kind of has a responsibility to the novel because the novel is providing so much of its audience.
And let's be honest, it has a responsibility to literally thousands of high school students who have to study the book but will only watch the movie.
Yep.
Yeah. I reckon if you watch the movie, you'd actually be pretty right.
I think because I went and saw it, and like I was talking to someone who's read the book, and they said, "Oh no, that was actually like I think as a story, as far as story beats go, it was pretty spot on."
Yeah.
I think he said there was a couple of characters that were introduced for the sake of the book, and facts that just were only hinted at in the book or something.
There's a bad character that's changed from being Jewish to being Arabic because
right.
you can have evil Arabic characters now, but you just can't be anti-Semitic. Because I mean, how is having an evil Jewish character being anti-Semitic? I don't understand that. But.
Well, just look at the goblins in Harry Potter. You can't tell me that when you saw that there were a bank of goblins, and they seemed to like
when I was in exactly when I was 12 years old, I was like, yes, this is definitely allegorical with the Jewish people in the back. Yeah, no, definitely, Campy, definitely.
Are you serious? As if you weren't.
Well, not when I saw it the first time.
Did you, when you saw the most recent movie, weren't you like,
guys?
Yeah, like, come on.
Jesus Christ.
You just shattered Phil's innocence.
That's what they looked like, though. They looked like Nazi propaganda.
Jewish? Oh, right. Yeah. No, that's because that's when you said that was the image I had in my mind.
Yeah.
Kind of like, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like in on Borat.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the parade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crush the Jew egg before it hatch.
Yeah, I never made that link before.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you're meant to, but there you go.
A lot of people made that link in the last movie.
Oh, really?
J.K. Rowling, you tosser. I mean, we don't really want to talk about the whole political situation.
Let's go through the list.
I think that's a bit unfair because this is probably the only political situation that's been involved. Like, so in the news, this is the only one that I can actually talk about. This is the 10th episode. I can finally talk about politics.
Yeah, okay.
And you guys are going to be like,
I want to hear what Duncan has to say.
I want to hear what Duncan has to say.
Well,
I'm
going to be honest. The whole thing kind of confuses me a bit.
I want to hear what Duncan has to say.
It's just so un-American that I'm not really used to it.
It is a bit un-American.
But see, this is the thing. I don't get how you can come from the American system to the Australian system and be confused because the Australian system is so much simpler than the American system.
Well, no one understands the American system. As far as people are concerned,
politics.
But as far as people are concerned, the American system is I like that guy, I'll vote for that guy. He makes the decisions.
People do understand the American system, but you don't.
No, but I am not representative of most people.
The president's treated with a lot more respect than the Australian Prime Minister, I think, which is the big
Let the record show that I never claimed to understand American politics to begin with. But I don't know, just the whole thing. This is the first time I really realized that like in Australia, you're voting for a party rather than just a person.
Yeah, it's how we roll. So, what are you
satisfied?
Yeah. Do you approve? Do you approve of our little fledgling democracy over here?
Not entirely.
Why not? Why don't you love Australian democracy?
Frankly, if you don't like it,
I don't know.
Stop the boats.
Camp Where's your phone?
Hey, just wait.
Yeah, alright, everyone. Sorry.
Can we get some elevator music in the meanwhile?
Stop the boats.
There you go.
I never really got that either, because that's come up as well.
What? Stop the boats?
Yeah, that starting the boats is not necessarily a good strategy.
Well, it's not.
No,
really.
but why was that like the fundamental pillar? If your fundamental
Walking down the hall.
if one of the fundamental like pillars of your like political strategy is to yell "stop the boats" over and over and over.
Yeah.
And everyone is telling you, no, you just can't do that, dude.
Well, nobody had been, and like he'd been winning the argument.
I got a boner.
Enough. Yeah, what we did want to do is come up with some kind of betting pool about when the election might be, because nobody knows now. Again, it's a mystery.
Well, when is the time frame?
Well,
Do you want to know my opinion, Peg?
it can hold on. It can be August 3rd is the earliest, and then it can be
November.
No, well, there's another one in August. It can be August 24th, I think, and then it can be.
But it's like every couple of weeks.
No, I think it can be any Saturday, but I forget why it can't be the middle Saturday in August. Camp, or maybe it can be the middle Saturday in August. I don't know. Anyway,
you're looking for confirmation for 3 people who just have no fucking idea.
Well, Kemp should.
Really?
Well, I don't know. You seem awfully silent. Apart.
Oh no, I don't know that, but I don't know that.
I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that.
I'd do anything for love.
So when is the last Saturday?
Sometime in like early to mid-November.
2014.
And but the thinking is that he won't go in August because A, it's a bit soon, and B,
it's a bit soon,
and B, G20 is in September, and he'll want to go because he's like that.
I'm McLovin. Woo! I am McLovin. Woo!
Sorry.
And and then he won't go in September because the 14th was Gilad's date, and it also clashes with Yom Kippur. So he'll go in like October or November. Is the feeling.
Okay.
But we should make some kind of betting pool. Does anyone have internet access?
Well, so this is my view: is that Rod should call the election early rather than later.
Yeah, why is that?
Stop the votes.
Yeah, for that reason, and also because he has. I feel he has more of a chance of winning if it's earlier than later.
So then why is the Liberal Party coming out and saying, yeah, call it as early as you can?
Because there's no way that the Labour Party would listen to it. There's no way.
So it's using reverse psychology.
Yeah,
the entire Labour Party.
No, don't call it.
I bet you wouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, for that reason.
I double dare you to call an election early, Kevin.
I'm just gonna only pull up a thing of possible election dates.
So what does Julia Gillard do now?
Nothing. She's a backbencher.
Until the election where she just quits.
What does a backbencher do?
Think like
morale boost?
No. Well, she's
euphemism.
She's an elected representative, but she doesn't have a cabinet position. So like American politicians think like just a congressman, like not. She's not like secretary for anything. She doesn't do anything in particular. She's just there.
To put it simply, Duncan, she ain't shit.
You're really letting the team down.
I know. I know. I am acutely aware that I'm screwing the pooch on this, but
who votes that we move on to the next topic?
Yeah, you guys move on, and I'll keep on
talking.
All 4
say aye.
Aye.
Those against?
Me. Like The Simpsons is always applicable.
In every meeting where you have to do that, I always just like am craving somebody just to go.
I was saying boo words.
I have seen boo words. So Black Sabbath released a new album.
Did they?
Yep.
Really?
How old are they now?
Old.
Are they all?
Old as the hills.
It's pretty good.
Are they all still alive?
Their new single, the single from it was very cool.
Yeah.
It's very rockin', very rock.
Like just classic Black Sabbath?
Classic, like 70s metal.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. I think I found it.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, no, that's the fucking little engine that could.
Yeah, it's called Thomas the Tank Engine
No, it's
in
not.
America.
What? No.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
No, it's not. No, you're confused.
No, it is.
Thomas the Tank Engine is a completely different thing. Do you guys have Thomas the Tank Engine?
Yeah.
And he says, I think I can.
Yeah.
No, that's the little engine that could.
You're wrong, Pete.
No, I'm not.
I would know.
Look it up.
My brother's name is Thomas, and that was his favorite story.
I am highly qualified in this field. My brother's name is Thomas.
Oh, look at Donkey.
Oh, so the other week how we were talking about the Xbox One.
Yeah.
And it's
Can we just start calling it the Xbone?
the Xbone. Yeah. We were talking about the Xbone.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
The earliest possible date for an election is... Okay, I got it. So it can't be later than November 30, which is a Saturday. Yeah, so 30th of November. And it can be any day, any Saturday before that that's 33 days or more from now.
So what's 33 days from now?
Well, that'd be...
Next month. Start next month.
Yeah, so it can no longer be August 3rd.
Okay.
Because it's the 2nd of July today. So
I reckon we take it in blocks.
So what do we? No, because I don't think it'll be anywhere in August or September. So I think you just have to pick an individual date.
Oh, you go closest to pin.
Yes, closest to pin, and you can make ridiculous wages.
I'll tell you, if the election day is the same day as one of the next gen console releases,
we riot.
Because that's what happened with when Halo 4 I think came out at the very same day as the US elections.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So what were you gonna say, Phil, about the Xbox, the Xbone?
All right. Yeah. So the Xbone, Microsoft has basically like flipped in a move that like a lot of people have called the Xbox 180. They've completely reversed their DRM policies. There's no more daily check-ins. No more. So basically,
because you're not on parole.
Your Xbone will no longer call you every day to see how you are. Just once when you buy it, so it can download the patch reversing everything.
Sounds like a mail order bride.
So what will happen? So
basically, it after saying there was a great quote during E3 when they came out with the policies.
Pete, you're right.
Yeah, I am.
It is the little engine that could.
Call your brother, tell him you're sorry.
No.
I'll do it. Don't make me.
So yeah, continue, Phil.
Yeah, they came out with a quote from this guy. I think it was Don Matrick. I think it was the same guy who was like, "Oh, if you don't, we have a console for people without internet. It's called the Xbox 360." At which everyone was like, "Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?" At which point Microsoft, I think, once combined with like the just spewing of vitriol on the internet, and I think at one point the PS4 pre-orders were like 7-1 on the Xbone pre-orders. Well, you know, like a significant factor away. So then Microsoft was like, "Oh, okay, I guess you can just have your Xbox back." So now, it's basically parity between PS4 and Xbox.
So
Xbone. Yeah,
so they're going to be
Xbox
the
One.
same. They're going to be the same.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the price issue is still there. The Xbone will still cost you. I mean, it still cost Americans $100 more.
So you'll be able to trade games.
How does it spell Xbone?
EX.
X, B from box, 1.
Is that are they using that?
They're not. People are.
Xbone.
So people are just writing it XB1.
People are just writing Xbone instead of Xbox. It's Xbone because I mean they're refusing to call it the Xbox One. It's just too ridiculous. I still can't understand why they thought that was a good idea.
I've got to
because there were names like the Xbox Infinity would have been a better name, and that was the rumored name for years.
It's still twatty.
Yeah, but it's better than the one.
Yeah,
because I imagine
they completely screwed the pooch when they didn't just go sequential.
Xbox 2,
Xbox 2,
360.
Xbox 3,
yeah.
Xbox
They should have
4,
said
Xbox 5,
361.
Yeah.
or Xbox 360 squared.
Yeah. Jesus. I'm gonna do a quick calculation in that one.
Well, like Nintendo's codename for the Wii was Revolution.
Yeah.
Which would have been a way better name
than the Wii.
Yeah.
They should have called it Xbox 3.6.
You know the Queen has a Wii? It's called the Royal Wii.
What?
Yeah, it's called the Royal Wii.
Yeah.
Is it gold or is it?
It's a grammar.
I tell you what my beef is, and what people have been pointing out
is the Royal Wii.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I know.
Great.
You don't have to tell me.
Was that
I actually wouldn't surprise me if the Queen played Wii Fit.
A bit of Wii tennis.
Yeah. Just
bit of Wii
to keep her active.
Wii boxing.
Yeah, Wii boxing.
No,
I reckon
she's definitely a Super Smash Brothers.
Who do you reckon her character is?
Roll.
I reckon she's.
I'm gonna say King DDD.
Yeah, or just massive like Meta Knight Flamer.
or Peach?
My absolute fucking turd.
My beef with the PlayStation 3 is that the best aspect about the PlayStation 3 was that it had free online play, whereas you now have to pay to go online.
Yeah, but I mean, the Xbox 360 has always had that.
Yeah, well, like you can't go, well, you know, these people used to be evil, but now we're evil, but they were evil first. Like,
well, I don't think it's evil because I mean, I got PlayStation Plus because the incentives of like free games and discounts and stuff was enough for me. And now that they're including now that they're doing like cloud, like all the cloud service stuff, and you know, you still, I mean, even if you don't have PlayStation Plus, you can still access Netflix and Hulu and stuff. And in America, that's actually a really big deal. In Australia, it doesn't really matter. But I mean, and this is the thing, it's not like they're introducing a new service. They're like, people who are already paying for Xbox Live understand the issue. It's still cheaper than Xbox Live. You still get free games. Like, it's still, I think objectively it's still a better service. You now just need it. You don't now just need to pay $5 a month to play.
Interesting.
Except in Australia, it's probably like $4,000.
It depends a lot whether you've had Xbox Live or whether you've had a PS3. Because if you had a PS3, you're like, what? I have to pay for stuff. And if you have an Xbox Live, you like motherfucking free games.
If you have a singular Xbox Live, then
whatever. If you have Xbox Live.
If you have an Xbone wife.
I didn't say that.
I just covered my head for some reason.
If you have an Xbone wife.
Yeah, if you have an Xbone wife.
If you have an Xbone wife.
You know, when they announced it, they really announced the Xbox One the complete wrong way.
Yeah.
They should have just, in like E3, they should have just dimmed the light. And like, the screen is just black, and then there's like little red ink starts writing along and it says, "One box to rule them all." One box to bind them.
No, they should have got...
One box to bone them.
One X to box them all. That'd be great.
Yeah, that would.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put the D in the box now. D being the disc, because you can now put, you know, trade games back to.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
Good on you, Camp.
D's back in the box.
I thought it was really like, I thought Sony's response was really funny to all the like Microsoft stuff. And what's even more hilarious is, did you hear that? Have you been listening to Zynga? You know, the mobile games kind of conglomerate.
Let's just assume not.
Okay, well, you know, Zynga owns like,
they did like Words with Friends.
Yeah, and like running with something, and like, you know, playing chess with your girlfriend or whatever it's like, whatever those games are called, you know.
the amazingly successful sequel to Words with Friends, playing chess with your girlfriend.
Yeah,
that's actually like an oddly personal example.
No, it's the game. It's the game where you get up like halfway through the game, and then all the pieces just fly off the screen.
Yeah.
That has never happened.
What's wrong with your hair?
What?
Kev's just having a quiet mental breakdown here on the end of the bed.
He hasn't had his lollies for today.
I haven't had my lollies.
Yeah.
I'll work in no play makes Camp a dull boy.
Dull boy.
Yeah, so the Don Mattrick, the main like message guy for Microsoft, has moved from Microsoft to Zynga, who have been like circling the toilet, or like hemorrhaging money. So he can see that this is not going to end well for his career if he stays with Microsoft. Why do we even bother?
We've talked about Xbone like every week for the past like 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the only one.
It's the new Daft Punk.
The Xbone. Yeah, the Xbone expert.
Well, feel free for like I'm perfectly happy for someone else to bring up a fucking topic except me.
For the bucket, can Phil be called the Xbone expert?
Double X's.
Yeah.
That's what you did there.
Maybe that's what they just should have called it, the double Xbox or the triple Xbox.
The triple Xbox.
And they just add another X.
Yeah.
Man, when
triple Xbox XX Ghost Snipers.
Yeah, Ghost. That's true.
When Triple X was in theaters the first time,
Yeah.
I was just like driving by and like
You're just like, what is happening to my life?
and
Why am I not in there?
I went and bought a ticket to it, and the ticket just says XXX. And I'm like, I can sneak into the adult section.
And were you supremely disappointed?
I'm a big boy. Apparently, you don't even see Vin Diesel's nipples in it. I haven't seen it, but apparently you don't. I've heard that about it.
I don't remember.
You don't even get like consolatory male nudity.
I'm sure you at least get kind of like, oh, it's quite cold in here, nipples. He would wear a tight singlet.
He generally does.
Definitely does.
You know he plays Dungeons and Dragons.
Really?
Yeah, Vin Diesel. For like 20 years he played Dungeons and Dragons.
No way.
So does fucking
Well,
some
with who?
basketball dude.
Who?
I think it might be Kobe.
Meta World Peace.
Kobe played. Yeah, no, Meta World Peace was his like elven character's name. And he was like, oh, that's a great idea.
No, there's definitely a very famous basketball player who plays like Dungeons and Dragons.
Please be Shaq.
Or like
Please be
RuneScape
Shaq.
or something.
Please
What
be
did
Shaq.
he roll?
On this next shot, he rolled a 6 for accuracy and slayed the beast.
I just thought of a really disturbing thought, where if you turned your singlet in like upside down and you put your legs through the armholes, and then you just make 2 new holes at the bottom of the shirt that you put your new arms through. So it's just like leg and just a gap.
Oh no, it's Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan.
Yeah,
Oh, that makes sense.
he loves him some Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I'd buy that.
I love Duncan.
The other one shocks me. I've forgotten who the other one was.
Diesel.
Though. Vin Diesel, yeah.
Is that his real name?
Vin Diesel.
That's where he got his acting skills from.
His name.
Role
He
playing.
does,
Yeah.
he does role play his characters really well, and that's how he got picked up.
Do you have to go yet? Don't want to sound too thrilled about it.
That was hilarious. You're just like, okay, cool. Do you have to go now, or?
That'll do it.
Well, perhaps Phil and Duncan.
I'm sure something
go,
else
and Pete and I will
happened.
continue the podcast. Talk relationships. We can just go through my year 12 relationship advice column if we want.
Classic gags.
You had relationship advice?
Yeah, I had my own
He
column.
told people to take their girlfriends to a burning tire fire, and then I forget the rest of that. It was good though. It was good value.
Got censored though.
Yeah, it did.
Really? How graphic was it?
My favourite one was
Your suggestions.
you call her up in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah, I just scream, "Are you awake?" And if she says yes,
You
just
don't-
say good, and then hang up the phone.
That way she knows that you care for her.
Yeah, and you do that like 5-6 times a night.
Kempy, what are you doing here? Shut up.
Let's sing in harmony, everybody.
Ooh.
The bucket.
Your bucket.